Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel and the daily audios that we do here to try and make your life a little bit easier. We discuss a variety of social, psychological, emotional, and coaching related topics in an audio format on a day-to-day basis, and we try to do that as often as we can. We've got over 300 audios up for your listening pleasure, so please like, subscribe, comment. If there's a topic you'd like to see covered, we'd be more than happy to do that. And in any event, today we're going to talk about low self-confidence, ways to know if you have it, ways to deal with it, and that sort of thing. So the first thing is body language. A person with a lot of confidence always looks up and straight ahead. A person with lower confidence is more apt to look at the ground, avoid eye contact, kind of hunch forward, or slump in a chair. They're not straight, they're kind of crooked, they are shifting on their feet, they're just always kind of blasé or very loose. Not that you need to hold military precision tightness, but it is necessary to at least exude some confidence by standing more forward and more directly. So the next thing is, when you go out, when you're social, do you always need to go with somebody? Now, there's certain people who, especially if you're physically disabled or you have severe anxiety and you don't have a support animal, it is a good idea to be with people. However, if you never venture outside your house on your own and you don't have a limitation barring you from doing so, there's a chance you may lack confidence. And so there's a lot of times where the reassurance of having somebody around, especially if you're going somewhere new or you're going somewhere crowded, if you have an emotional disorder like a panic disorder or anxiety disorder, it can be helpful. But the need to be able to have your own autonomy and go places on your own for yourself is also a good idea and necessary in order to have a clear view of what it is you want to accomplish in your life. And so it's important to realize that if you're constantly relying on other people to get out socially, there may be some confidence challenges there. The next is not having many boundaries. So not saying no or not saying I can't today is generous if you do it once in a while. Even kind and altruistic if you do it pretty regularly. But if you're every time pushing your own boundaries and getting yourself to a point where you are always saying yes, even when you're stressed out, even when you're physically sick or emotionally burned out or whatever, then chances are your confidence is low and you fear the loss of a friendship, even though the foundation of the friendship may not even be healthy or beneficial to you any longer. Sometimes people learn that we have low confidence and they use that to their advantage. The next is constantly seeking approval. Now, we all want a compliment here and there, and compliments are nice, especially when they're genuine, preferably when they're genuine. However, if you're constantly seeking approval or validation from other people on a consistent basis, there's one or two things going on there. Number one, you don't trust your own judgment. And number two, you are seeking approval in order to have validation that you, in fact, are okay. There's a certain level of validation and approval you seek to make sure that the decision you're making isn't a mistake. So you're preventing your own personal growth and development by having the validation of someone you perceive as more meaningful, more powerful, more knowledgeable than yourself. Again, done in small doses on a regular basis, especially with a mentor relationship, this can be helpful, but doing it daily, weekly, or several times a day can actually lead to codependency and also can lead us to only get as far as we need to with our own level of self-confidence. Again, self-confidence has to come from within you. It is based in the self. The next thing is you don't take any risks whatsoever. So obviously there are people in the world who are risk averse. These are individuals who would rather play it safe and rather plan things out. There's plotters and pantsers, right? in writing and in other forms of entertainment, if you're a plotter, you know where the main points are going to go. You know where your story is going. If you're a pantser, you kind of let your characters tell their own story. And so the same applies to how we relate socially. If we're a plotter, we take every step and precaution possible to mitigate damages from unforeseen circumstances. If we're a pantser, then we try to go with the flow and try and figure out, hey, this is a good idea, this is a bad idea in the moment. And if you take no risks whatsoever, whether that be applying for a new job, whether that be putting yourself on a dating site or going on that date, or whether it be something as simple as getting up and singing at karaoke, with no risks, there's also no establishment of new preferences, which means eventually your life will be unfulfilled because you don't have the variety you need to be successful. The next is you lack self-care, whether it's getting up and taking a shower every day, whether it's making sure you eat and sleep on a regular basis, whatever that is for you. And that doesn't exclude people who work second and third shift like me. I have a routine that I try to stick to, and it works for me, but making sure that you're taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically every day is necessary. And if you're not doing that, the confidence that you're worth doing it for is lacking within you, which means indirectly that you are punishing yourself for things that you don't necessarily have to or need to. And also it means that you're tolerating things from yourself that you wouldn't from someone you did actually care about. So that's an important factor as well. Hopefully this audio has been helpful to you. Please like, subscribe, comment below, and until next time, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment.